Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Brown now. From the gun, he'll throw. He wants it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, They're able to just roam and hit.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On first down, Brown. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And some room to maneuver. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first-quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
Do you think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Trubisky. This will be caught inside the 10. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Switch it.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Check, 59, 53, 218, chopper. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're starting to put some space here. You know, the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now this time he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing on 3rd and long. Brown, he's going to right. And that's caught at the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bears' 26-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they try to sweep to Jones. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
21 yards. That's another Bears first down. First and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Trubisky to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be second and goal.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, pick your game.
Kamara trying again. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it third and goal.
Get up. 180. Check 53. You must be dreaming.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On third and goal, Trubisky got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Bears have taken the lead. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Looking to throw. Brown. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Roquan Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Brown. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Brown operating from the gun. And he's going to go down again. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's J.K. Scott now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense set up with a very short field. First and 10 inside the 20.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Alert, 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 alert. Check. 53. Check.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up second down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Brown throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
11 yards there, first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Check Mike, I got him. Hey, Alpha.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
18.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. Trubisky now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Now Kamara. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Alert. Smalls. No. Jim.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Double tight. Hey, 4 down. Check stuff.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Davis, his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 34.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 24.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Packers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught on the right side by Jones. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Brown looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Brown now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
58, boy, 58, 58, come on. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
To throw again. Brown open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Back now at Soldier Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Lock in, lock in. Let's get that ball here, let's get that ball right here. Check 3.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check Mike, 99, Mike, 99. Hey, defense, let's go. Check Mike, 99, Mike, 99.
Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick-6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone.
Mecole Hardman on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Off the play fake. Brown finding Hardman here over the middle. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
58 to Mike.
On 4th down, Brown eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
53. Mike, 53. Oh, yeah.
Now Trubisky on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Second down and 6. At the Packers' 16-yard line.
180. 53. Your track. Check it back. Red, top. 53.
Now Trubisky to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down.
180. 53 is the mic. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. Alert. You're all mine. Check safety. Smooth. Check. 53.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
61, matchbox lights. Alert 3.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
18. SOS. Blue jaw corkers. Dudes. Hey, alert.
They run it again with Kamara. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. An 11-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult.